it's Shannon from Creative Chaos in Tennessee, and I just want to welcome you to day one of the Reindeer Games. This is going to run for 12 days, and each day there's going to be a new prompt to create a layout. Your layout can be any size, so 8.5 by 11, 12 by 12, 8 by 8, but it does have to be a completed layout with photos and all that. It can't be like a base page. It needs to be a completed layout to make it fair. And there is also going to be an embellishment challenge to go along with it every day. And that is actually what I'm going to create with you guys each day. Also, if you leave a comment on this video, you will have a chance to win the embellishment of the day. I will draw for that. I'm not sure if I'm going to wait till the end of the month or until Reindeer Games are over. But all of this does connect over to my Facebook group, which is Creative Chaos in Tennessee, which is linked below in the description box. And that's where you're going to post your photos. There will be albums to add your photos into. There will be a separate photo for embellishments each day. There's also going to be games that are going to be played over on the only on the group. And there are some time sensitive things that'll happen. There's going to be a selfie scavenger hunt. There's going to be lots of prizes to win throughout the 12 days. So definitely stay tuned. Hang out. My chaos coordinators have also created a layout using the same prompts. Oh, and I wanted to mention, your layouts do not have to be Christmas themed, period. You can scrapbook anything you want as long as you are using the prompt. Now, the embellishments are Christmas/winter themed. So keep that in mind if you play along. Like I said, it's just a little extra thing. And if you play along and you enter over there, if you leave a comment here, you'll be entered to win the embellishment. If you play along over on the Facebook group, you'll be entered to win Happy Mail. Like I said, there's going to be lots of chances to win things. This is just going to be fun to play. And probably the week between Christmas and New Year's, I will be doing my online crop again. It will be free. We had so much fun last year. We've done it a couple times this year. So, definitely keep that in mind. I will be adding more info about that later on over on the Facebook group. So, this is what we're doing, the Reindeer Games. It will run the 1st to the 12th. It is hosted over on my Facebook group in here. So definitely go and join the group if you haven't already. And then this one's going to be day one. Each one kind of goes with a classic game and a song, a Christmas song. So today's game is Capture the Flag. And the song is Up on the Housetop. So it says, the reindeer have landed up on the housetop, and it's time for a festive round of Capture the Flag. They're racing across the rooftops, trying to claim the chimney before Santa slides down. For this challenge, create a layout featuring metal hardware, think Brad, Staples, eyelets, or anything that shines like Santa's sleigh bells. Add a touch of heart by sharing a fond memory of home, the place where your favorite Christmas stories begin and end. Ready, set, capture that cozy holiday feeling. So, the prompt, this I added just to give you guys some ideas, like metal, hardware, Brad, Staples, eyelets, anything like that will count. And the prompt is to create a layout including metal hardware plus a memory of home. So it must have both of those to count. My chaos coordinators are going to be helping me monitor. It is the holidays. I know everyone is busy, so If you ask a question and we don't get back to you right away, please be patient. Someone will get back to you. I also have a wonderful group of YouTubers who are going to be joining me and showing their take on these prompts. So the playlist will be listed below. Definitely go and check them out and follow them. It's going to be so much fun. Never know if someone's going to do Christmas themed. I personally am doing all of mine Christmas themed. It's the holiday season. I love it. It's my favorite time of year. So let's get to it. So I'm going to show you guys my layout first. So this is my layout that I created. And this is going to be our embellishment that we make. And it is a Christmas tree, and it is using scraps. And it is very easy to make. You don't need any special tools except some scissors. You could even technically tear them. So this is my photos, and for my home part, I put home at Christmas time is more than a place. It's a feeling woven from the warmth and traditions and the love of the people who shape them. It's the smell of cookies, bacon in the kitchen, the joy on the kids' faces, opening presents, and the bustle of preparing Christmas dinner with family nearby. Even though I'm no longer celebrating in the house that made me, and Grandma's no longer here, her spirit fills the season. She made Christmas special, reminding us it was all about Jesus, family, and being together. So, that's what I wrote for my journaling. This is the tree we are going to create. And I did use a 49 and Market paper for my background. But then I used the Gnomes for Christmas by, I think it was Echo Park. The Gnomes for Christmas by Echo Park for my papers. And I actually used, this would be a great way to use scraps. But I used this little 6x6 paper pad. I have had this collection for a while and never used any of it. So I thought it was time. Okay, so this is my layout. And so the embellishment challenge for this part is going to be create a Christmas tree from scraps or washi and then decorate it. So we're going to create our Christmas tree. Okay, maybe that's a little bit better and y'all can see. Alright, so pretty much I just have my scrap papers here. I'm going to try to remember, hey, I need to stay in this little frame since I zoomed y'all in. Alright, so what I did was I started out with a base, and I cut 1/2 inch strips. So this would be a fantastic way to use zip strips, branding strips, whatever you want to call them. Washi tape, if you have a ton of it. I ended up just using a scrap paper. This is just a thin scrap paper. And I cut me out a triangle the size of the tree that I wanted. And you ain't going to necessarily see this, but if you look on this one, you can see I did leave bits poking through so that I could make my strips a little willy-nilly. So, let's just start. And I also have all these little metal things. I don't know what these are actually called. They're not necessarily brads, I don't think, but they have the little feet on them that you just bend. I had a whole bag of them, so I thought, you know what, I really need to work on using those. And then I have this from the collection that has the flat back brads that came with the collection. And then I just have a bow from one of my printable collections. So let's just work on starting to add our strips. Now, I didn't really do these necessarily in any certain order, actually. Of course, you want to start out with your ones at the bottom, smaller. And like I said, I used a 6x6 pad, so they're only 6 inches long. Some of these are, well, most of these are, this one's a little bit longer, but you will have to trim stuff down. So what I did was I just made each one, I just kind of held it up to measure like where I wanted it, and I just made it a little bit smaller than the one before it. So easy peasy. I thought this was really fun because you could do any color combo that you want. You know, you could do any color combo. You could do any size. It's literally just about how you make your, I say it's a pattern, making this triangle. It's kind of a pattern for you to follow so you don't get off course, because if I tried to freehand this tree, it would probably be pretty wild. But that'd be okay too if that's the look you're going for, you know? So, I'm going to put this one here. And I did make sure to hold them over so I wouldn't have to trim except one side. That way I could use some of these smaller pieces once I cut them off. I could use some of the smaller pieces at the top if I needed to repeat my pattern. Let's see here. I just tried to mix it up. And there's lots of ways you can add all kinds of little finishing touches to this. Okay, let's see here. I try not to put like 2 dark greens together or 2 reds together. That was kind of my only thing when I was trying to figure out what I was going to put where. Let's add another white one in to brighten it up. Kind of level it out. You could do all greens, like all different shades of green, and then add your decorations. That would be really pretty too. Lots of options on what you can do. The sky is literally the limit whenever it comes to doing this. There's that one. You can see I like to put them a little crooked, because if you put them all like, you know, really straight, I don't know, it just makes it look more formal, I guess. Which, if that's the look you're going for, by all means do that. But y'all know me, I'm a little bit whimsy. I never am about having everything perfect and straight and all that stuff. It actually drives me a little bit nuts, but to each their own. That's what creativity is all about, right? That we can do our own thing as long as it makes us happy when we're crafting. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter if anyone else likes it, as long as you like it. Okay, let's see here. I need some more. That one's too small. I just used that one. Let's see. That one's gnomes on the back. So is that one. Well, I guess I could add gnomes. At least this one's showing its faces. This is double-sided 6x6 paper, so I got a little too short, I think, going, but it's okay. We can fix it. I'm super excited about this, y'all. It is always so much fun getting to do this. I have been doing the Christmas embellishments, 12 days of Christmas embellishments on my channel ever since I started it. So I think this is my third Christmas doing it. And so I just thought I would combine it with Reindeer Games. I think it's really fun. And I love music, so I had to tie in the song part somewhere. So, definitely come back each day for a different challenge. It's going to be a lot of fun, and you never know what the next day is going to bring in the next embellishment and the next prizes. And so, definitely, y'all keep coming back and watching and playing along, most of all, because that's the fun part. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but you do have all month to complete, and I just used a little piece of this down here for the stem of it, the trunk. But you do have all month to play along with these challenges. Now, like I said, some of the other games and things like that is going to be time sensitive over there, and you won't have as long. You won't have the whole month to do it, but definitely play along as you can, because like I said, I know it's a busy season. Alright, so we have our tree done. Now, on mine, you can see I just ran it through my sewing machine with just nothing fancy, just back and forth, a little bit wonky. And so I'm going to run this one through the sewing machine. It'll just help hold all the pieces on. Totally don't have to. It's just one of those extra little things to do. Alright, so I'm back. I ran it through the sewing machine. I know it's hard to see. You can see it a little bit better if you look at the back. Look how crazy. I just used my zigzag stitch. So, that's the tree we got created. Now the fun part is we get to decorate it. So I started out by adding a bow to the top. You could add a star if you wanted. I think I might actually have a star around here. Like, here's a star. Ain't that cute? Okay, I think I'll just leave it with the star. And y'all know I like to pop stuff up, so I just took a little piece of my foam tape and stuck it on here. And voila. And then, pretty much, I just went through, picked some of these, and I did add glue to them, because y'all know I don't trust the sticky on stuff. It doesn't hold up well. Doesn't last a long time. And technically, I would count these as being metal. They do have metal rims on them, so, you know, if you have some of these in your stash, I know these are like one of those things, it's like from way back when, and I've rarely ever used them. I think they're beautiful, and I used to love collecting them. But I just find that I just don't pull them out and actually use them. So, I'm going to add some of these on here. Just kidding, I don't want the red one by the red. And there's a green one. So, there's that one. And then, the rest of them, I'm going to add these little doodads. I don't know what they're called. If y'all know what these are called, let me know in the comments, because I would be interested to know what they're actually called. So pretty much you just poke these through your paper, and then you just take something and bend them down, like bend them into themselves, and that's not going to work. So I have a pair of these that I stole from my husband because I have to have them to open my glue bottle because it glues itself shut when I want to refill it. So I just take something, save your fingers. By all means, do not use your fingers because it hurts. And voila, you have one that is attached all the way down. So I just kind of did them up a little bit random here and there. I have some silver ones too that's smaller. So same thing, I just went through and I bent them down. So you can decorate your tree, of course, however you want to. You don't even have to use metal to decorate it per se, but I think it would be fun to create an embellishment and then actually use it on your layout, which is what I did. I will say that I will not be doing that every day. I am going to have an embellishment that we make and you have a chance to win every day. But I don't think that I will necessarily use the embellishment I create to go on my layout. Because I already have most of the days laid out, and it's hard to come up with ideas, y'all. Because I want to show you guys lots of different things that you can do, and I want to show it with dies, with the Cricut, with no tools at all for the people who don't have a die cut machine or a Cricut, or you know, you got a ton of pile of scraps laying around. I will say that I have almost all of my embellishments that I created, and I created multiple because some of them will be for Happy Mail, and of course y'all can win. And then I created one for myself, but I have used all scraps. Other than these, you could totally use scraps, but I used that little 6x6 paper pad just because I had never used it, and I needed something to match with what I was doing on my layout. So, but I'm sure I could have found some scraps somewhere to create with. But this would be fun. You could create a whole forest of Christmas trees and use on your page. It would be super cute. So I'm just randomly spacing these out, really with no rhyme or reason other than my brain thinks it looks good. Pretty much. So I hope that you guys will come over to the Facebook group. I hope that y'all take on the challenge of doing the prompts. Like I said, you have all month. Taking on the embellishment challenge, you do have all month for that also. Definitely go and check out all the other girls that are joining me for, I have a gold shimmer brush I'm going to put on the star, that are joining me for this hop. I'm sure they are going to come up with something fantastic. I actually haven't seen what they created yet. So I'm excited to go and watch their videos. Like I said, if you have a question and you need help and you ask it on the group, be patient with us. We all have the holidays happening, and some of us are not going to even be there for some of the days. We'll check in, but just be patient. And again, I've tried to lay it out and make it easy. You can always refer back to this video. Come over on the group and play along. Look how pretty. And I shimmered the star. I don't know if it'll show up. Oh, you can see it a little bit right there. Okay, so all you gotta do is leave a comment and you will be entered to win this Christmas tree. Look how pretty. It's so pretty. And this is my layout. So the prompt again is create a layout including metal hardware plus a memory of home. The embellishment challenge for today is to create a Christmas tree using washi or scraps and or scraps. You could use both if you wanted. And then decorate it. So, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow for a new prompt and a new embellishment challenge. Until next time, bye y'all.